Well, y'all can see how low the river is. I was barely able to get my boat in. I got her in. Getting her out may be a different story. We're gonna try it anyway, folks. Let's see if we can get a fish. Welcome to the show, folks. This is Catfish Kyle. I'm anchored up right here at the mouth of the creek. Man, the river is so low. It is really low. I'm trying to catch a few bait fish before I get out on the main river. Hopefully there'll be enough water for me to maneuver around today. We're going to try to get on some catfish. Going to do our best. I was barely able to get my boat in today because wasn't hardly any water even around at the ramp down there. So I'm going to sit here at the edge of this creek here. We're about just to go out into the river. Try to catch a few little bait fish. I've got some bait that was frozen, but I'd like a little bit of fresher bait. Maybe some live bait to try today. I'll sit here for a few minutes, see if I get something. If not, we'll make our way on out there. This is Catfish Kyle. Let's go fishing. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, I got a decent little eater catfish. Might keep him. Little channel catfish. I didn't catch nothing up there at the mouth of the creek. I was trying to catch some bait. I had to finally move on down. I'm using frozen bait. I don't like to use frozen bait, but caught this one on worms. He swallowed it good too. Nice little eater. We'll take it. About 11 more would be good. That's another one, but I think he's a little bit too small. I think he's a little too small. What do we got here, y'all? Another little old catfish. Oh, I hope we don't do this all day. I hope we don't do this all day. What we got here? Little flathead. Look at that little flathead catfish, y'all. Caught that sucker on a worm. Well, he hit it as soon as he hit the bottom. That is good eating right there, man. That is good eating right there, little flathead catfish. Maybe there's a big one down there. I just moved spots. I wasn't getting nothing but gar and little bitty catfish in that other spot. I moved upriver about 100 yards. Hey, that's what I wanted right there. That's what I wanted right there. Yes, sir. That's a fine brim right there. That's a fine brim right there. That's a fine river brim right there, y'all. A fine, oh, that's a drop river brim now. Talk to me. Fresh cut bait. Or I might decide to eat him, who knows? Who knows what I might do? Got another one out of this hole, y'all. Yeah, that's a little eater catfish. We might mess around and get a mess of fish out of this hole. We might mess around and get a mess of fish out of this hole. And if we do, we'll thank the Lord for it and have a good supper. Boy, boy, boy. I wish old Don Melton was with me in this hole. you're having him a good time. Oh, that was a little bit too small. So I caught a flathead, a bluegill, and then 2 little channel cats back to back out of this little spot. Just moved about 100 yards. That's all I did. Probably not even 100 yards. Oh boy, y'all, I got a big one on this little bitty hook. I got a big one on this little bitty hook. Let's see if we can do it. It's Zebco 33 with the little bitty hook. A swift current too, so it's gonna feel bigger than it actually is. Oh, it's a tiny hook, man. It's like a number 6 brim hook. What is this? You just gotta ease them when you got these little hooks like this. It's like a good sized catfish maybe. Yes, sir. Oh, that's a flathead. That's a flathead catfish, y'all, right there. Wow. That is a flathead catfish I just caught off this little bitty hook in this spot. Man. That's 2 flatheads I've caught out of here. Look at that. That's a pretty flathead, man. We ain't gonna keep him. We're gonna put him back. That was fun, buddy. Appreciate you. Grow up and we'll do you again one day. Nice flathead on a rod and reel there with a number 6 hook. I like it. See you, buddy. Look at here, y'all. Another brim. More good cut bait right there, or if I want to, I can just fry them up and eat them. Either way, it's a win for me. Oh, look what we got, y'all. Look what we got, y'all. Got us an eel. Got us an eel or some bait, whatever you want to call that. I tell you, buddy, that ain't bad. I'm gonna have to get my pliers out. Boy, I don't know what we got here, but we got something. Oh, is it hung? Man, I about lost my pole. It about went in the water. I grabbed it and just in time. I got a live bluegill on here. Good night. He was pulling drag. As soon as he hit it, he was pulling drag. Now there's a lot of current here. Oh boy, he's already right up here on me just about. He's coming at me. It's a catfish. It's a good one too. Yes, sir. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man. Golly. It's a blue cat. And a good one too, buddy. That sucker hit hard. Man, he hit hard. Oh, let me show him to you. Oh boy. I caught him in shallow water. I'd been fishing deep and I went shallow with live bait. There you go. Woo! Welcome to the Catfish Kyle show, sucker. He is beat up too, man. He is beat up. Man. That was fun, y'all. I was not expecting it. I mean, it just happened out of the blue. No pun intended. He took that whole fish. I had caught a couple of little brim right over there on the side, and I decided to put a whole brim on there. I cast it in just a few feet of water and let it sit there. Man, when he hit it, my pole just about went in the water. I grabbed it just before it went out. Just about cut my fingers with the line because it was zzz, he was pulling. He's not a giant, but man, he fought. He's still fighting out here. I'll take it, son. I will take it. I will take it. Probably 8-9 pounds. He's got a belly on him, man. Whoo! I like it. I like it, y'all. All right, we're gonna put this one back. See you, buddy. Oh, man, what a brim. Look at there, y'all. Tell you what, son, that's a good fish. Swallowed it. Swallowed it. I'm gonna have a good meal for me and Miss Jennifer. Sure am. It's supposed to hit about 100 degrees tomorrow here in middle Georgia. It is hot. But I've been fishing in the shade today, and now there's a little bit of clouds come up here and helping me a little bit. I got one with live bait on there. I got one with cut bait in this spot. We'll see if there's more than a brim here. Man, what a brim, man. Good night almighty. Look at that sucker. Good grief. Son. Now that is a bluegill right there, buddy. Look at that thing, man. Man. Don Melton would have a fit. I got a pretty big hand, y'all. You see that? That's a good fish, man. Woo! You worth a woo. Ain't many brims worth a woo, but you worth a woo, son. Praise the Lord. Now I just had a fish hit, and let me show you my bait. See how that hook's turned back into that head, and that head's all chewed up? That's how you know that's a gar. They'll turn the hook back to where you can't get a hook up anyway. So that is aggravating. So I think I'm gonna call it a day, y'all. I got a mess of fish, a good mess. Miss Jennifer will be able to have a good supper. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We didn't get that 40 pounder today, but we're still working at it. Thanks for following along with me today. Like this video, please. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share it if you will, and comment. And I tell you, I need some encouragement. But the fishing's getting better. The bigger fish are starting to bite. I've been catching flatheads the last 2 weeks, small ones, a couple of decent ones last week. I caught a nice blue cat today. Today we caught channel catfish, a blue catfish, flathead catfish, bluegill, and eel. Man, we caught a lot of different things today. So it was a good day. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until next time, this is Catfish Kyle. I'll be seeing you.